So next topic is eigenvalues or characteristic values and their corresponding eigenvectors and characteristic vectors. Suppose A is a square matrix of order n, then we define uh, Ax is equal to lambda x. Here this lambda is a scalar and by this m1 cross 1 I mean it is a 1 cross 1 matrix or scalar in other words, and x uh, is known as the eigenvector corresponding to eigenvalue lambda. Suppose A is n cross n matrix, then if Ax is equal to lambda x for some scalar lambda, then lambda is known as the eigenvalue of A corresponding to eigenvector x. Alright, so why these are called eigenvalues? As the name suggests, characteristic. So they are going to tell about characteristic of the matrix. Just looking at the eigenvalues only, we will be knowing several properties about the matrix. Alright, we'll look them later on. Firstly, let us see how to actually calculate the eigenvalues or characteristic values. So as per definition, if I take this lambda x on the other side, so this will happen. So if I write more precisely, why I have written this I along, because A is a n cross n matrix and lambda is a scalar. You cannot subtract a scalar from a matrix. So I have written identity of same order as the order of matrix. So now in order to solve this equation, as you have already seen in the case of homogeneous system of equations, let me recall homogeneous system of equations. If you have this system when right hand side is 0, then that system is known as homogeneous system of equations, and this system is always having this solution. X is equal to 0 is always a solution of this, and it is known as the trivial solution. And it will have a non-trivial solution or a non-zero solution only if rank of A is equal to number of unknowns. So I will need a non-trivial solution. Let me say that this vector, it is always non-zero. Please remember, this eigenvector, it always has to be a non-zero. Since we would need a non-zero vector x, so we will always consider this case, the case of non-zero vector in case of a system of homogeneous equations. That is the case when rank is equal to number of unknowns. So this x, it is of since lambda is of order 1 cross 1, x will be of order 1 cross n. Only then this matrix multiplication is possible. So what we will be doing in order to make rank of this matrix 0, the determinant of this matrix, it has to be 0. So we'll put determinant of this equal to 0 and obtain several values of lambda out of this equation. Actually this will become a equation in powers of lambda. So if matrix is of order n, you will obtain this equation in nth power of lambda. Something like this you will obtain this equation. So up to, let me write some constant up to a, and you will obtain, this will be an order equation, and solving an order equation you will obtain n roots. So those roots will be the eigenvalues or characteristic roots of the equation. So let me explain you with an example. So I am finding eigenvalues of this matrix A. So let us form the characteristic equation. Characteristic equation is A minus lambda is equal to 0. So I will write 1 minus 2 minus 5 4, this is our A, minus lambda times I, it is 1 0 0 1, and determinant of this complete thing is equal to 0. So if I simplify, this will be 1 minus lambda minus 2 minus 5, and this will be 4 minus lambda, determinant equal to 0. And if you solve it, it will be 1 minus lambda into 4 minus lambda minus 10 is equal to 0, or you can simplify to obtain a quadratic equation in lambda. This equation is known as the characteristic equation. We'll find roots of this equation now. So we can easily factorize this equation into lambda minus 6 into lambda plus 1 is equal to 0. So lambda is equal to 6 and minus 1 are the eigenvalues or the characteristic roots of this equation. Now corresponding to each eigenvalue there will be a eigenvector. So let me find eigenvector corresponding to lambda is equal to 6 first. So what we'll do, we will solve this equation alright, by putting the corresponding value of lambda. So I am putting the value of lambda as 6. So this equation a is 1 minus 5 to 4, putting lambda as 6, 1 0 0 1, and x is unknown, so I will write x y only. Why I have taken 2 tuple only? Because this is a 2 cross 2 matrix. If had it been 3 cross 3 matrix, we would have taken 3 tuple. So this become 1 minus 6 minus 5, and this is 4 minus 6 minus 2. So if you convert it into upper triangular form by R2 minus R1, then the second row will be vanishing. Obviously, since we need a, as I told you earlier, since we need a non-trivial solution, as per the definition, this eigenvector has to be non-zero. So this would always happen. We will always obtain rank of this matrix less than number of unknowns. That is the case of infinitely many solutions. So in order to solve this, what I'll do, I'll take any value of y. For making the calculations easier, I am fixing y as 1, and the corresponding value of x will be, if you fix y as 1, so x will be 2 by 5 with a negative sign. So this vector has become minus 2 by 5 and 1. This is the eigenvector corresponding to eigenvalue lambda is equal to 6. Or simply I can write it as, if I multiply complete vector by 5, so this is the eigenvector corresponding to eigenvalue lambda is equal to 6. Now let us find out eigenvector corresponding to lambda is equal to minus 1. Putting lambda is equal to minus 1 in this equation, I have obtained this. Now if you reduce this into upper triangular form by applying 1 by 5 times R2 plus 1 by 2 times R1, then I will obtain zeros here. Of course, I will obtain the case of infinitely many solutions, and if I convert them into equations and take any random value of y, let me say I am taking y as 1, then corresponding value of x we will obtain as 1. So eigenvector corresponding to lambda is equal to minus 1 is 1. Now recall eigenvector corresponding to lambda is equal to minus 6 was minus 2 5. So I am writing minus 2 5 here and calling this matrix P, which will be known as the modal matrix, and this eigenvector corresponding to minus 1 is here. So this matrix is known as the modal matrix. What is the use of this matrix? If you write P inverse AP, you will find inverse of this matrix usually by writing P inverse as adjoint of P upon determinant of P. So that would be, so you will obtain as P inverse. Now when you will multiply P inverse, this is my P inverse A. A is the given matrix, which was 1, -2, -5 and 4, and B, which is -2, 5, 1, 1. Then you will always obtain 6, 0, 0, -1. What is this 6? Recall, this 6 was eigenvalue corresponding to this eigenvector, and -1 was eigenvalue corresponding to this eigenvector. Had you kept your modal matrix instead of this, had you kept this as the first column and -2, 5 as the second column, then your answer of P inverse AP would be -1, 0, 0, 6. That is, you will obtain the eigenvalues on the diagonal in the same order as you have kept their eigenvectors in the modal matrix. So this is how you diagonalize the matrix using characteristic values or the eigenvalues.